Technology can predict everything from the weather to your next big purchase, but what about predicting when your time might come? There's a new app called Death Clock that uses artificial intelligence to estimate your date of death and your life expectancy. To explain how this works, we are joined by the Death Clock founder, Brent Franson. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
Okay, so what information does the Death Clock app use to predict how long I'm going to live?
You answer 29 questions. It's sleep, diet, exercise, family history, and then we predict the date of your death.
Okay, so what happens though if you get it wrong? Like, are you held liable if you predict it too soon or too late?
No, so it's just a prediction. We've trained an AI on 1,200 longevity studies. We've used a bunch of actuarial science, and we've used the life expectancy tables that the CDC and other governments put out to try to help people understand, based on the way they're living their lives today, how long they might live. We also predict how much longer we think you can live if you change some of your habits. So the goal is just to give people a sense of where they're headed and then help them be healthier.
So you're saying I have a healthy diet, I eat lots of fruits and vegetables, I get a walk in every day, I might have a chance of living longer. If I don't do those things, it would then maybe suggest some changes I could make so I could live longer?
Exactly. So the AI is going to suggest, after we predict your death date, it's going to suggest a set of changes that we call a longevity plan. So behavioral changes, supplements, cancer screenings, a whole bunch of different things to help you live longer and live to the outer date, not just the date that you're currently headed towards.
And what would someone do with this information? So now I know this. Maybe what do I do now? Maybe I don't even want to know.
Well, if you don't want to know, that's fine. A lot of people say that. Almost nobody regrets going through the process of answering the 29 questions. I think there's two things that are important. One is we're all going to die. That's the unfortunate reality. I wish I could say that that wasn't the case. And so keeping that in mind and knowing that means, one, you're going to savor the time that you do have a little bit more. And then two, we want you to be motivated to make the changes that you need to make today to live longer. Life is beautiful. It's precious. We all want to be here as long as we can.
And would this app be possible without AI, or is this new technology that you're able to use to build this app?
No, wouldn't be at all. And so really what we're trying to build is an AI private doctor. We're not a doctor, we call it a health concierge. But the wealthier you are, the longer you live. And that's because people who have money just have better health care. And so what we want to do is we want to use AI to make private doctor quality health care, preventative and personalized, available to everybody at a fraction of the cost to help everybody live longer. So no, not possible pre-AI.
And how confident can someone be in the results?
You can be confident that they are directionally correct. We've done a bunch of testing on people who have died in terms of what we know about their habits and testing and training the algorithm. So I think the date itself is going to be wrong. We'll literally tell you like Tuesday, August 25th of 2065. That, of course, is wrong. But I think directionally it's going to be pretty accurate in terms of how long you're likely to live if there are no major accidents.
And it gives you some information there to use to try to make your life a little bit healthier, live a little bit longer. Brent, I'm so glad you could join us to talk about this.
Yeah, thank you. Death Clock AI on the App Store, Android.